Hello, hello. Carter, talk.
Hola.
The stadium, and at any point when social distancing when roads provide us with the endurance to pursue our heavenly prize, eternal life in your Son, the actual true Christ, our Lord. Amen. In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So we now ask that you remain standing to remove all headwear and place
From Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota. Good evening, everyone. I'm Emmett Kenny alongside Carter Kochman as we get set for North Dakota High School boys soccer action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the Grand Forks Central Knights. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our first broadcast of the year for soccer, I believe. So good to be back in the booth alongside Carter.
Absolutely.
Very excited for this one. And obviously with the COVID-19 situation, they skipped the introductions and the Star Spangled Banner lines. So we're just going straight into it here. Sorry that we came in a little bit late, but we are certainly excited for this one. And Shanley coming into this game 0-3, looking to get turned around, and Central the same at 1-2. So this will certainly be exciting. Both teams trying to climb up the rankings. And Carter, just on top of that, with this Shanley and Grand Forks Central team as well, do you have any players to watch for?
Yeah, absolutely. Tonight, I think my main guy that I will be watching is Cole Jager, back there in goal for the Deacons. Like you were saying, coming off a 0-3 start to the season. Definitely, it starts with that goal. He starts with blocking shots, starts with stopping the other team from scoring, and Cole's going to be the main factor in that tonight, playing goalie back there. So definitely keep your eye out on him.
Yeah, that's a great pick there, Carter. And also, if I had to throw one in there as well, London Gray. He is only a freshman, and he gets plenty of time in the center attacking position for the Deacons. Just a freshman, very good with the ball at his feet. I believe he's starting out there already, so we'll be looking for great things from him. Always nice to see young talent on the field for any team, seeing that freshman can excel at varsity sports as well. So certainly going to keep an eye on those guys heading into this one. And it looks like we're about to get underway here.
The starting 11 for your Grand Forks Central Knights.
And actually, we will do a starting 11 now, just spread out on the pitch. I was not aware that this was going to come. Like I said, this is our first broadcast of the year, so yeah, certainly getting used to the change. It's going to be an adjustment, but we're trying our best. So just bear with us here as we'll let you guys hear the announcements for the starting 11 for both sides.
Midfielder Finn Jackson. Number 12, center mid, Ross Wilbur. Number 14, defender, Colton Mitchell. Number 16, defender, Cade Lindstedt. Number 9, defender, Quinn Rowe. Number 20, midfielder, Joey Kennelly. Number 22, center mid, Connor Noreen. And your keeper, Owen Field.
Your Knights are assisted coached by Andrew Bukowski, Tanner Nastead, Landon Kraft, and your head coach, Luke Schultz. Ladies and gentlemen, your Grand Forks Central Knights. And now let's introduce the starting 11 for your Shanley Deacons. At forward number 3, Dan Russell. Midfielder number 4, Landon Gray. Forward number 5, Andrew Kinkelfred. Midfielder number 7, Gabe Noah. Midfielder number 11, Tyler McAllister. Midfielder number 12, Landon Oden. Forward number 14, Isaiah Tofabum. Defender number 15, Ethan Kessler. Defender number 16, Ben LaVisca. Midfielder number 18, Kyle Stitch. And between the posts, your keeper, Cole Jagger. And your Deacons are assisted coached by Owen Mears, Grant Wemkin, Evan Wemkin, and a spotting of John Kenny. And your head coach, Ryan Christensen. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your starting 11 for your Shanley Deacons. Tonight's officials have been registered by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and have been selected for their demonstrated abilities.
And there you have it with the starting 11 for both sides as we get back here preparing for the game to start. And another key to this game, I believe, for the Deacons, starting on their wings, they have a couple of underclassmen. And just like I mentioned with London Gray as well, they have a lot of youth out on the field, especially in the attacking area. So it's going to be interesting to see how those young guys are able to make an impact in the game and see if they're able to contend with the older players out there as we will get underway. Roll on the outside. He's intercepted. Dan Russell quickly playing that one up to Tofabom. Tofabom on the right side. Trying to cross that one in there, but Roll's able to get a foot, and it'll be a throw for the Deacons. Kessler battling for it now with Jackson. Tofabom floating that one in. Russell able to get a shoulder on it. Controlling in the box now, looking like a chance for the Deacons. But it turns into nothing as it'll roll behind the end line, and we will get ready for a central goal kick. I believe we have Owen Fields in the net tonight for the Knights. That one controlled there very well by Wilbur. Knights on the far side, moving it around now. Nice challenge there from Kyle Stitch, and they're able to get the ball back, and now Dan Russell has possession, but he gives it over to Peterson. Now out to Roll. He plays that one up to Varys. In a battle now with Tofabom. Varys swinging that one across over to Noreen. And now Noreen will play that one back to Salad.
Pretty balanced start here between both teams. Both playing pretty aggressive and kind of balance each other out here.
Yeah, I certainly agree. I feel like both teams are trying to feel each other out, sitting around the back, and so far the Deacons are trying to be aggressive and stay on their side of the field. As we now will get a free kick. I believe taking this one will be Gabe Noah. Swings that one up towards Russell. Doesn't get through, though. And now it's London Gray. Just going to have a go from a decent ways out. Not a bad effort, but nonetheless, it will be a central goal kick. Field's getting ready to hit this one away. LaVisca now back to Noah. Over to Odin. Kessler now moving it up to Tofabom, who finds London Gray. Looked like it might have been a handball there from Central, but nonetheless we will play on as Odin's battling for it now, and now back to Kessler. Interesting to see Ethan Kessler. He's a fullback, but he's playing super high up right now, and I'm assuming that's one thing that Ryan Christensen asked his team to do, was to have an attacking mindset, even the fullbacks in defense, to try to get up the field and try to get an early one to put this game away.
Yeah, you can tell these Deacons are especially aggressive right off the start here. They've controlled basically this whole game on their side of the field. Be interesting to see how Grand Forks reacts to this.
Yeah, certainly is now Kessler looking up to Tofabom. That one's now headed out by Roll. Ball been stuck on this near sideline a lot now as Dan Russell will control. Looks to make a turn, takes some space. In a battle with Roll now, he gets around him. Swings in across, and that one is met well by Salad, and it will go out of bounds for a Deacon corner kick, I believe.
Good little kick there by Russell, I believe. Just kind of shanked off the crowbar and went out of bounds, but, you know, good play overall for the Deacons.
Yeah, certainly a nice move around the defender there from Russell. Russell, another senior on this team. He's had plenty of years of game experience on the varsity team for Shanley, so he will certainly be somebody that the younger players are looking up to as he now will get prepared to take this corner kick. Russell gets ready. It's a low cross, probably not what he was intending there, but he still gets back onto it. And now Salad will tap that one out of bounds. I believe we will have a Deacon throw in now. Bit of a battle for it now as Salad gets control of that one. Trying to get on the end of it was Jackson, but it rolls out of bounds for yet another Deacon throw-in. Finds London Gray in the middle, flips that one up, and it's met well by the captain of this Grand Forks Central side, Wyatt Peterson. And now the Deacons are pushing back, brought up by Peterson, and now Odin will possess in the middle. Challenge there by Varys. There we see some of that footwork from the young freshman, getting away from a couple of Central defenders, as now Central will regain possession. What a great turn that was there from Varys. However, Jackson wasn't able to keep it in bounds, and we will have another Deacon throw-in.
Hey, you see there a few moments ago, London Gray, great footwork by him. I was talking to the assistant coach before the game, and, you know, he's telling great things, and especially to hear that for just a young guy being a freshman, getting that credit from a coach, too. It's definitely great to see that young of a player at the varsity level.
Yeah, definitely, and you can see their trust in the young freshman just simply by starting him at such an important position like the center attacking mid, and they'll certainly be looking at him to produce over the next few years. So good look there for the Deacons, as they might have a strong player to build around in the coming seasons. That one played up well now to the right wing of Central. Linseth moving that one up. Tried to slip that one through to Wilbur, however, it just runs long. Now Noah in a battle with Linseth. Back to Noreen as he will control by the out-of-bounds line. Does well to flip that one back inside. Now LaVisca is able to get a foot on it, and we have a bit of a breakout here for the Deacons as Gray will possess up the middle. Throwing that one up for Russell, and it's a foot race. Russell applying pressure. Trying to force him off is Mitchell. And now Mitchell gives it away. Tofabom on the edge of the box. Swings that one over to, oh, what a great chance that was for the Deacons. I believe he swung that one over to Kankelfritz. Yet another freshman attacking here for the Deacons. And some great attack there from the Deacons on the breakout after that Grand Forks Central
Yeah,
turnover.
great turn of events. I mean, that was one of the first times that Grand Forks had gotten to their side, and they immediately countered that by getting a big kick and getting back to their side of the field, almost resulting in a goal.
What a great turn that was there from Landon Oden as he's able to get away from his defender. Some more fancy footwork, however, he's tripped up. LaVisca meets that one to move it up to Kenkel Fritz. Gray moves it over to Stitch. What a great touch that is from Gray with an opportunity. Plays it up to Russell. Russell in the box. Can't finish that one. He mishits it. Good effort there from Daniel Russell. I think he was trying to bend it around the other post, but just happened to be a mishit. But nonetheless, a positive sign there for the Deacons, getting into the box and getting a chance.
Again, London Gray, great footwork. This kid's got something special. Definitely a player to watch here in future coming years.
Yeah, he certainly has great touch. He's great with the ball on his feet, and I'm certain that he will have a big impact on this game. We're just going to have to wait to see how long that takes, as now Tofabom challenging with Varus. Now Jackson back to Varus. Tripped up there, and that will be a foul. I believe that foul was on Tyler McAllister, only a sophomore for the Deacons, in the defensive midfield. This free kick now is going to be taken by, I believe this is Colton Mitchell. Lost this one towards the Deacon box. Flipped up by Noah and headed along by McAllister. Gray just gets a foot on it, trying to flip it up to Tofabom. Gray now moving up towards the midfield, and I believe his heel was clipped there, and now it will be a Deacon throw-in. Excuse me, a Deacon free kick.
Again, the Shanley Deacons answering there with a nice defensive stop. Grand Forks had another chance to score a goal, and they were on their side of the field again. Shanley putting in good defensive work there and putting them down, putting them stop.
Tofabom with a chance there. I believe he was offsides. The flag might have stayed down there for the Deacons, but it will be a punt now for Owen Fields. Stitch now doesn't seem to know where the ball is. And Gabe Noah trying to box Wilbur off the ball. Was a chance there for Varus. Now it's with Jackson. Back to Jackson now. Leaves that one for Varus. Great challenge there from Tofabom, able to get that one out of bounds, and the Deacons will now reset as we have a central throw-in. This one lobbed into the box as it's bouncing around in front of the net. Bit of a miscommunication there for the Deacons, and looks like I believe that was Wilbur with a chance to get on top of it for the Knights. However, Cole Jager does well to get his hands on it, and now he'll roll this one out towards Kessler. And LaVisca. Moving up the left side, and that one's now cut out, and Varus has it. LaVisca battling very well down there on the left side, doing a great job for the Deacons. And now the Knights will try to change field over to the left side of their field. Stitch meets that one, takes a deflection off of Jackson. Stitch keeps that one in bounds and lasts it up towards Russell. Russell has Gray overlapping. Cuts back towards the middle. And a poor touch there from Dan Russell, and that one's given away. Asking for a foul call there. Looked like it might have been one, but it's not given, and the game will continue. Kenkel Fritz to Russell. Nice play there from McAllister, able to get it to Oden. However, Owen Fields comes off his line and makes a great save for the Knights, and we will have yet another punt as Oden was unable to get on the end of that one.
Close little attack there for the Deacons, almost resulting in another goal. A lot of push from them. Definitely have to see Grand Forks, push back if they want to, stay in this game with these aggressive Deacons.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the Knights respond to this pressure from the Deacons, if they'll try to counterattack or just try to ramp up the pressure of their own. And now it looks like the Knights are going to have a chance. However, Varus loses possession. Gray in a battle now with Peterson. Roll now. Tried to pick out Varus, however, it ends up on the feet of Kessler, and the Deacons will take over possession. Great ball there from Daniel Russell as now Tofelbaum gets on the end of it. Working up that right side, swings that one into the middle. Kankelfritz unable to get on the end of it, however. And Linseth is going to try to initiate the break for the Knights. However, he gives that one away. Nice work there from Wilbur, able to get that one back. However, it ends up with Noah. What a move there that was from Landon Oden. Russell finds Gray. How about that footwork there from London Gray, able to get away from a couple more Knight defenders. Now dribbling around the back, that will be Mitchell. McAllister just trying to flip that one up. However, there's no one able to get on the end of it. And it's going to be Fields with yet another punt. Now moving up the right wing is the Knights. Laviska just tosses that one out of bounds after that pass was intended for Varus.
And ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder that tonight's
Great defensive stop there by Laviska. There's a lot of pressure coming, and he just decided to kick that ball out, give the Deacons a little time to recuperate and get ready and set their defense up.
Yeah, Laviska's been really strong so far at that left back position, done a great job of kicking the ball out when he needs to, but also possessing and moving up the field. Is now we get to see another show there from London Gray, as now Russell is on the break for the Deacons. Has players running to support. What a back heel that was to Kankelfritz. That one will roll off of Kankelfritz, however, and it'll be a Knight throw-in. Noah does a great job there going shoulder to shoulder, and the ball will roll past. And now Laviska in a battle for it. Moved over to Peterson. Tofelbaum challenging for that one. A miscommunication there for the Knights on the back line. And now Mitchell's going to possess it. Another turnover for the Knights here as Russell tried to move around Salad there but was unable to do it. Oden up to Russell. Russell with some space. Tries to play that one to Oden, however it was read by the Knights. McAllister over to London Gray. Gray has an opportunity, cuts towards the middle, and a great chance there for the Deacons. Some amazing footwork. However, he was just unable to flip his body around and get a clean shot on.
We've been talking a lot about this Shanley offense. How about this Grand Forks defense? Multiple times that Shanley's had the chance to score, and they've shut them down. Very, very even match so far between both teams, putting up a great effort.
Yeah, Central performing the bend, don't break mentality very well, as the Deacons have gotten into the box a few times, but the Knights have done well to get the ball out when necessary. Now we're going to have a free kick for the Knights. Kessler now trying to find where that one is Jackson. Moves it back. The Knights possessing here on the left wing. Peterson plays that one out towards roll. However, doesn't work out though, and it'll be a Deacon throw-in. And now Odin will possess in the middle. Odin to Kankel Fritz. Great touch from London Gray. Moves it over to McAllister. Kankel Fritz once again back to McAllister. Looked like it might have been a miscommunication there, and the Knights will repossess now. Jackson moving this one up now to Wilbur. Swinging into the middle. Noah gets a leg on it, and now Stitch will possess, and Noah will clear. Russell through the middle. Loses that one, however. London Gray now on top of it. Great job there from Peterson, able to intercept that pass and send it down the near sideline, excuse me. Will roll out of bounds though, and we will have a Deacon throw-in. Stitch now gives that one to Varys, and Varys will move up the left wing. Looking for options, however, that will go off of the Deacons. And some clever play there from, I believe that's Varys, throwing it off the back of Gabe Noah. And now Noah will commit a foul. Some clever play there from Varys with some nice gamesmanship.
Hey, whatever works, whatever gets the job done, you got to do it. I mean, if you make plays out of that, you make plays out of that.
Definitely a heads-up play there from Varys. I'd imagine he's tried that a couple times before.
It's bold.
Yeah, certainly. And now we're getting ready for a free kick for the Knights. Varys is going to be on the left outside of the box. Possibly going to try to swing this one in towards a teammate. It would be a tough angle to go for goal, especially considering he's left-footed. Flowing in towards the middle, a header there. Not horrible contact there from Noreen, just unable to direct it towards goal. And now Jager will get ready to boot it away.
Taylor and Teller.
Jager throws this one down the middle. Russell gets a foot on it, but now it will be Salad. Still on the far sideline now as the Deacons are able to gain possession. Now Kankel Fritz starting a bit of a break. However, some nice speed that was. I believe that was Cade Linseth on the far side for the Knights.
Great speed, great defense.
Have a couple of substitutions to catch you up on. I believe that Ethan Lance has come in for Ben LaVisca at left fullback for the Deacons. Of course, contrary to professional soccer, you can have an unlimited amount of substitutions in North Dakota high school soccer. So certainly both teams take advantage of that. And it looks like that was an illegal throw-in for the Deacons, as it will go back to the Knights. Possessing that one was Wilbur. Now it's with the Deacons once again. Odin swinging that towards Kessler. Tofenbaum was looking for Russell. However, he will move that back to Kessler now. Tofenbaum with a great move around roll, and now he'll possess up the field. However, it's taken away by Peterson. Wyatt Peterson, he is a captain for the Central team. He's played very well. I've been very impressed with him so far. Done some great things on this defensive side of the ball for the Knights. It's going to be interesting to see how that battle between him and the combination of Gray and Russell, as well as Tofabom, how will that matchup turn out as we go on through the game. As now Gray with a turn. However, Salad's able to get away from him. Kennelly swinging that one in towards the middle. Will roll to Jagger. And now he will look to find a target. That one thrown out to Odin, I believe. Noah up to McAllister. Tofabom plays back to Kessler. Odin with some space now. Looking for Kankelfritz, but he's not able to get on the end of it, and the Knights will take back possession once again. Been a bit of a cagey match so far. Both teams not really opening up too much. Have had a couple small chances, but nothing really too serious for either team. Going to have to see if it opens up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you were saying earlier, I mean, both teams kind of putting forth that bend, don't break mentality. Both having opportunities on offense to score, both having opportunities on defense to make stops, and they're doing it.
Nice move there from Varus, and it'll roll out of bounds now. Going to be a corner for the Knights. I believe their first corner of the game. This is a good opportunity for them. Varus now getting ready to take this one. Every Knight except for one is in the box. Able to get on the end of it, thrown back to Peterson. Has a swing, but it doesn't get through. Now back to Tofabom. Great chance there for the Knights. Landed at the feet of Wyatt Peterson. However, he's not able to get much contact with the ball. And now it's a break for the Deacons with Russell going up the middle. Oh, what a move that is from Russell. Able to get it past, I believe that was Mitchell. Tried to clip it around him. However, it rolls off of Russell, and now we'll have a Knight throwing.
Great little stop there by Mitchell, staying with, if not even going further than Russell there. Very, very nice speed seen from him.
Yeah, and Russell being one of our classmates, we know that he does have a lot of speed. So great move there for Mitchell, able to stay alongside him and even possibly beat him in that race. As now the Deacons will move it back to their back line. Odin now in the middle. Stitch facing two Knights. Able to get away though. McAllister. And now that will roll out of bounds for a Jagger goal kick, I believe.
And a substitution on the pitch for your Deacons. Let's welcome back number 16, Ben LaVisca.
LaVisca now going to come on for Kankelfritz. I believe LaVisca is going to move up to that left wing position now for the Deacons. LaVisca intercepted there by Peterson. And that one roll out of bounds. Kessler going to take the throw in for the Deacons. Tofabom controlling. Moves that one up to Russell. Russell moves up to Tofabom. Can he get there? And no, he won't. out of bounds now for a Fields goal kick.
And substitution for your Knights, number 11.
Noah now moves it up to Gray. Gray moves it to Noah. Noah all the way up from his center back position, trying to find Russell. And Russell doing a lot of sprinting up there on that top line. Looks like he's pretty out of breath. Peterson now going to play it back to Fields. Flip forward by the Knights, and now Noah has a decision to make. He's going to play it back to Jagger, who just skies that one away from danger. Played very well there by Mitchell. However, Gray gets on the end of it. Gray met very well by Salad. Salad, number 4 for the Knights. He's been very strong as well. We've seen some great challenges from him. And just another strong link of that central back line, which has performed pretty well so far as we near the 10-minute mark of this first half. Barris unable to get around Kessler there. Going to be a throw-in for the Knights. Roll. Moves that one forward, met by Kessler. And now Russell on a break. Moves it to Toffelbaum. However, we see that speed once again there for Mitchell. What a great job he did there. And it looked like Toffelbaum almost got to that one, and he did, in fact. Looks like some players might have thought that the ball went out, but great hustle there to keep it in bounds. Challenge there from Kessler, able to take it away from Antila. Now on the far side, Antila looking for options. Kennelly was trying to move that one outside. However, it's going to roll out, and once again, we will have a Deacon throw-in. Just a quick shout out to NDHS Scores, a phenomenal Twitter account, keeping us up to date on all the scores for all the sports across the entire state, and they are tuning in tonight. So a huge thank you for all you do, keeping the sports fans in the area up to date on all competitions. So once again, thank you, NDHS Scores on Twitter, for all of your sports updates. Looks like we have a pause in the action here. Not sure what's going down on the field. And now we will have a yellow card issued here to Colton Mitchell. I'm not sure what happened. Carter, I don't know if you
I did not see anything either.
Interesting there, and actually the game clock is paused, as usual when a card is issued. So,
be interesting to see how Grand Forks this affects them, because Mitchell, you know, we saw it multiple times, that speed he has, great defensive player. Just have to see how this changes the Grand Forks team.
May have been a verbal offense there for Mitchell. I'm not too sure, but he does have to check out. But fortunately for the Knights, he can check right back in, which it looks like he's going to do after the next stop and play. Going to have to be careful, though, because if he picks up another yellow, he will be out the remainder of the game. So got to be careful now. A bit of a tighter leash the rest of this one. And now we'll have another foul. No card this time, but it is on LaVisca of the Deacons. Now we have a free kick in a dangerous situation, and it's going to be Varys to take it. Just getting ready for this free kick to get underway now. Referee going to make sure that Laviska is the proper distance back. Shalad able to get on the end of it. A good chance there for the Knights as the ball is bouncing around in the box.
Back onto the pitch for your Knights.
That one will slide over to the near sideline. Rolls out of bounds off the Deacons. And now Roll getting us back underway. Nice control there from Varys. Going to roll out of bounds now for another Knights corner kick. Varys going to take this one once again. Gonna try to place this one with his left foot into a dangerous position. It's a great ball in the middle. Jagger out of position. Salah gets a touch. However, it's cleared off the line and booted away by the Deacons. Once again, another great chance there for the Knights off of a set piece. And Varys has done an incredible job for them, putting the ball in dangerous spots. It's going to be interesting to see if they can capitalize on one of those at some point. But for now, it's going to be a Deacon throw-in.
And let's welcome back onto the pitch for your Deacons, number 5, Andrew Kinkelbrand.
Kinkelfritz now subbing back on. Tofelbaum going to get a rest as he's been running up and down this near sideline for most of the game. Played out of bounds by McAllister.
And onto the pitch for your Knights, number 12, Ross Wilbur.
Wilbur coming back now, another attacking player for the Knights. Kinkelfritz able to knee that one over to McAllister. He falls though. Varys moving into the box. Cuts it back, drops at the feet of Peterson, I believe. And Laviska is just going to clear the danger.
Laviska there again doing a great job, just getting that ball out, getting his defense the opportunity to settle back in and reset.
Throwing for the Knights. Laviska clipping this one up over to Kinkelfritz, and it'll roll out of bounds. And it's going to be a central throw-in, as you can hear, to the discontent of the crowd. Don't forget that you can connect with Shanley TV on social media, get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts. Like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/ShanleyTV. Follow us on Twitter at Shanley TV, and now you can follow us on Instagram as well at Shanley TV. And obviously, with the COVID-19 situation, we realize that many of you will be trying to stay home and view our broadcast from the comfort of your couch. And we are certainly going to provide the best quality broadcast that we can to accommodate the situation. So be sure to stay tuned to the social media to see all the events that will be on Shanley TV, because there will certainly be many on the fall and going into the winter as well.
Just hitting this 5-minute mark, be interesting to see what the teams have planned here in these last few minutes of the first half. It's been quite an even game between both the Deacons and the Knights. Will one team push? Will one team be a little more aggressive here in these final moments? Be fun to see.
And that's a really good question, Carter, because most teams will ramp up their intensity as we get closer to halftime. I'd assume that would be the case here, but we're going to have to see. Laviska, what a great challenge that is from him. Able to clear that one out, and now the Deacons can move back and reset their defense. Odin now. Thrown up by Salad. Jackson. Gonna run out of bounds now. Gray takes a ball to the legs, it seems, and the Knights will retain possession, though. Varys. Varys surrounded by Deacons on the near side. Shoved off by Kankel Fritz. And now taking the space there was Noreen. Nobody stepping from the Deacons. Lance throwing that one over to Gray. And now Gray is going to work up the middle. Trying to throw that one to Odin, however, Peterson's on top of it once again. Kankel Fritz sprinting at Roll. Roll able to control that one and keep it in bounds. And now Odin's going to take over possession.
Definitely seeing a bigger push here by the Knights coming into these final last few minutes.
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a sense of urgency here for Central. Trying to get on the board before halftime can certainly be a huge momentum boost going into the break with an advantage. And now Roll is going to swing it across. Mitchell in the battle with Gray. Great work there from Gray. Still able to hold on to the ball. Seems like it's glued to his feet at the moment. And now he'll move it over.
Amazing.
Move it over to McAllister. Russell. And now Varys going to move it back. I believe that's Peterson. Going to swing it over to the far side. And Levisk's able to get on the end of it. Could be a chance here. Oh, and then he just perhaps didn't see Noreen there in the middle as he was trying to find Russell. Stitch. Great work from Odin, able to keep possession.
Ladies and gentlemen, players and Mr. Planbeck, there's 1 minute remaining in the first half.
As you just heard, there is less than 1 minute now remaining in the first. Odin. Deacon fans appealing here for a push, for a goal here before halftime.
There's that speed from Russell again.
Yeah, he is quick. Doesn't have the most size on the field, but he can certainly outrun most. And now with some space, it's McAllister. Cuts in once again. Tangled up on his foot. He'll just have a go, and it'll roll the fields. And it looks as though we are going to close out this first half with a 0-0 game. Certainly a lot of opportunities for both sides. No great chances, but
2, 1.
yes, and there it is.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, in the juggernaut.
With the referee's whistle, we will head to halftime.
Neil and your Shanley Deacons, Neil.
And Carter, what did you see from that first half going into the second? Some things that we should look for.
I mean, both teams, offensively, defensively, looking sharp. I mean, one hits and the other just blocks it. It's a constant, it's a balancing act between these two teams. It seems very even to me. It'll be really interesting to see at halftime what these coaches have to say to their players, how the second half will look. But so far, you know, both teams putting in great effort, great
Also,
skill
remember that
and
concession
close
stands are
game.
located
Be
at the
interesting to
north
see what
end of the
happens.
stadium, so go
Certainly,
get
and we
your
are going to take a break,
hot,
but we
good
will be
dip,
back shortly before
cookie, and
we
run
resume
around
the second
again.
half. So hang tight, more soccer action coming your way.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Beyond Boundaries Therapy Services, Border States Electric, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Forum Communications, Luther Family Buick GMC, More Engineering, Network Center, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, St. Sophie's Psychiatric Center, SANFORD Health, and SCHEELS.
But the evil is seated and alive in us, so our weapons are colliding, and our peace is seeking like Poseidon. But we know that the evil one's planned by the sun, so we come and try to separate the sun. But enough, he didn't know we had a will to overcome. We jubilate by the beating of the drum, come together by the circle of the hum. In freedom, when all become one, forever. One tribe, y'all. One tribe, y'all. One tribe, y'all. We are one people. Let's get that leisure. Forget about all that evil. Forget about all that evil. That evil that they feed you.
getting back underway here as the Deacons will take possession. And now McAllister in the middle. Russell moving up the right side. Kankelfritz trying to run to the end of it. Was able to keep it in bounds. And Peterson going to flip that one up. And now Salad will clear. Want to give a quick shout out to Amanda Swanson. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you viewing. As now the Knights are going to regain possession. McAllister. What a turn that was from Gray. Somehow he still has the ball. And Odin now. Kessler. Flipping that up to Gray. He's able to get on the end of it. But it's just guided out of bounds in the end by Mitchell.
Like we saw in the first half here, Shanley pushing aggressive right at the start.
Yeah, what another great move from London Gray. He's certainly been, for me, the player of the game for the Deacons, just making things happen. And only a 9th grader. Very impressive stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Odin shoved off the ball. Kessler going to take this free kick. Just a pause here as the ref is going to take a measurement now to back up the wall. And now booted in by Kessler. Able to get on the end of it. I believe that was McAllister. Excuse me, that was Ethan Lance getting a foot on it there. Now Fields is going to clear that one down the middle of the field. And Noah now in a race, able to get back to it. Plays it back to Jager. Yeah, a bit too close for comfort there. And now Jager's off the line. And it's flipped up by Jackson. Could have been a great chance there for the Knights.
Quick turn of events there. Way to come up by Cole. That was a scary situation, especially with how close he was getting.
Yeah, some great work there from Cole Jager, the junior in net. And now we have Gray moving up the left. Oh, unable to see. I believe that was Peterson in the middle. Peterson done a fantastic job of intercepting passes. We've seen him do that at an impressive rate tonight. Now it's going to be a free kick for the Knights. Could play this one in towards the box and get a chance. We'll have to see what they choose to do here. And it's going to be Mitchell from his defensive position to take this. Mitchell. Good header from Noah to clear. Peterson going to flip it up in the air. And now a break here for the Deacons as Gray is able to find Russell. Looks like this could be a fantastic chance. What a shot that was from Russell. Looked like that one was heading towards this top corner. Athletic save there from Fields, but nonetheless a fantastic shot from distance there from Russell.
Fields very locked in there. That kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know if anyone was expecting that one, and good little block by him.
Looked like Fields might have been a little out of position, and that actually helped him get to that ball. He was hugging that near post, and luckily for him, it worked out very well as he was able to make the save. Not sure he would have been able to if he had been in the middle of the net. And that one swung in, dropped by Fields. Deacon could have gone on the end of it, however, Central's going to move up the field now.
Looking like a wide receiver going up for that ball right there. Wow.
Yeah, unable to come down with it, though. And could have been a great chance there for the Deacons. However, Fields is on top of it, able to get back on the ball. And now Peterson going to play this one. Peterson once again in towards the middle. Noah gets on the end of it, and he boots it up the field. Controlling now will be Gray. And now the Knights once again take possession. What a great ball that is. Up over to Jackson, I believe, and we will have a foul against the Knights. Fantastic play there. I believe that once again that was Peterson. And Peterson really been a bright spot for this Knights team so far. He's been able to do it on both ends of the field, getting it done, getting chances for his team. And I'm sure that is part of the reason why he's wearing the captain's badge tonight. And now Jay are going to boot it away. Controlling now. Trying to pass that one to Noreen. However, it's cut off by Gray. Kenkel Fritz plays it back to Russell. Russell with a great turn there. And yet another. Able to keep position. And moves it over to McAllister. McAllister with some green. Just going to have a go. That one's well far of the post. Looks like the Shanley coaching staff isn't too pleased with that one. And now the Central team will reset and get ready for a goal kick. Fields boots it down. Controlling this one in the middle is Wilbur. Wilbur looking towards the middle. Actually fired that one towards the net. Just sails left of the post, and now Jagger gets a ball set, and he's ready to reset here with a goal kick. Russell flipping that up to Kenkelfritz. A great burst of speed there, able to get by Roll. Kenkelfritz possessing by the corner flag, back to Russell. Russell intercepted there. Now he moves into the box. Great shot from Russell from a difficult angle. And that one clatters off the post and goes out of bounds. Looks like they're saying that Fields got a finger on it as well. Very impressive if he was able to do that. But nonetheless, that one did come off the post and a good chance for Shanley.
Russell just one of those guys that's always exciting seeing when they have the opportunity to score a goal like that and get an open space. You never know what's going to happen with a player like him.
And a nice ball played in, flying around the box. Gray tipping it up now. What a move from Gray. He almost able to get around the whole defense there from the Knights. And Stitch now. Now it's flipped up in a battle for that one over there. I believe that is Montgomery. First we've seen of him tonight, coming on in the left wing. And now Gray moves it to Russell, tried to box out his man. However, some great work there by Mitchell. And now the Knights have a break. Miscommunication there, however, and now it's going to drop to Fields, who's going to get ready to boot this one away. Now moving up the near side. Kessler shrugged off the ball. Great defense there. I believe that was Jackson tracking back from his attacking position. And 10 minutes now gone in the second half. Had a couple good opportunities for the Deacons, but still zeros on the scoreboard.
Still tied up.
And now we will have a pause in the action. We will have a yellow card issued here. I didn't see what the exact offense was. Perhaps we could get that brought up again. Not sure what happened, but it looks like it's going to be a card for Varys. He'll jog off. Second yellow card of the game for the Knights.
The yellow card issued to number 9, Nick Varys. Substitution.
Pause in the action as referee will come back to the field, and now Noah's going to get ready to play this one in.
Substitution number 7, Taylor and John.
Noah swings it in with his right foot, and it's going to fly towards the top of the box. So nice work there by Jeremy Nowak.
Jeremy Nowak, one of these senior impact players, definitely a role model on this team. I've heard a lot of things. These young guys definitely look up to him. One of those players that, you know, you can always just go to for knowledge and experience. And like I said, definitely a great leader on this team.
Yeah, certainly a lot of great senior leadership here on this Deacon team. A good number of seniors on this squad. So it is a pretty well-rounded squad for the Deacons in terms of grade, as we have plenty of upper and underclassmen on the field. And now Jagger just going to play this one over to Stitch. I will say with the quality of the game here, it's been a fantastic game. We've seen a lot of skill. And I think it would be a shame if this ends in a 0-0 game. Hopefully we see a goal here before we reach the end of this one. But certainly been exciting, although the scoreboard still reads zeros. Peterson gets it back, and now he'll move up the middle, making a touch around Stitch. Great work there from Nowak, able to track back and plays that one back to Jagger.
Great speed from Nowak coming off there. Great defense overall.
Possessing now is going to be Noreen. Salad moves it out to Jackson. Getting a touch on that one was Linseth. Noreen. Knights playing juggle right now, just trying to keep it away from the Deacons. And now moving up the field is Wilbur. With a great chance here, moves that one over. Oh my goodness, that was a rough challenge there from Landon Odin on Antila. And Odin will receive a card for that. But Carter, you almost have to say, was it worth getting the card and committing that foul? Because it looked like Antila might have been in on goal.
Absolutely. I mean, that's his first yellow card of the night. So, I mean, you got to do what you can in the moment. And Landon, looking from what I saw, that's personally what I would have done, because he had a great opportunity to score a goal. And almost you just unfortunately have to go in there and do what Landon did.
Yeah, when we talk about smart fouls, we're usually referring to basketball, but it seems like this does apply here as a smart infraction there from Odin, just to pause the play and stop that outbreak for the Knights, as now the Deacons will ready their wall. And looks like we could have a attempt on net here from the Knights if they choose. It's a really good spot here, just on the edge of the box. Both Peterson and Noreen are standing over this one. It's going to be interesting to see who takes it. And now getting ready to take this one will be Noreen. Has a go and able to curve that one. Gets it over the wall. Exactly, 3 points, Carter. But, yeah, gets it over the wall, but not able to get that to dip down into the right corner as he was probably hoping for. But And now Jager will boot it down. Turnover there from the Deacons. Looks like we will have another foul. Oh, and goes against the Knights. I'm not sure I was expecting that, but the Deacons won't be having any complaints as now they'll take over possession. Noah clearing it down the middle. And quick shout out to Olivia Watson of the Moorhead women's soccer team, scoring 11 goals tonight and breaking their team record for goals in a game. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it, and congratulations on your performance tonight.
Incredible performance. 11 goals. I mean, we're 0-0, and we're what? 25 minutes left in the last half here.
Yeah, certainly impressive, and Moorhead did come away with a 17-0 win in their matchup against Rocori. So glad we're able to bring you some scores from the state just across the river as well. But yeah, once again, congratulations on that amazing performance. And now this one's going to be thrown up by Jackson. Gray with an athletic move there to try to get out of the way. Peterson over to the other side. Russell plays it to Gray in the middle. Tofabom able to get his head on that one in the middle. What a chance that was.
Way to read the play by Tofabom.
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Great way to track the ball in the air. Maybe he could be a great wide receiver in football with those tracking skills. Does a great job getting around the central defender, able to get a head on it. Just couldn't quite steer it in towards the net, but nonetheless a great play there. Now moving up the far side. Chance here for the Knights, trying to chip the keeper, I believe, with that one was Kennelly. A smart play, trying to just lob it over Jager. Was unable to do it from that angle. I think that's what he was trying to do there, just happened to come off his foot the wrong way. Well, would have been amazing if it had worked out for him, but Jager is going to get us going with a goal kick now. Miscue there from Jager as Kessler is just forced to clear. Knights will get ready now for a throw-in. Odin moving up the middle now. Plays it out to Russell. Gray leaves that one for Tofabom. Now out to LaVisca. LaVisca, bit of a heavy touch, and Jackson gets on the end of it. Great play, though, from Tofabom, able to get on the end of it. Moves into the 6-yard box. Gets on his right foot. A good opportunity there for Tofabom, trying to place that one to the bottom right. A great effort there, able to get on the end of it, and you hear the round of applause from the Deacon supporters. Nice job by Fields there, being on top of it, though.
Let's do back-to-back attempts by Tofabom. Great show of play here in the last half.
Yeah, he's been brilliant, Carter. This whole attacking trio for the Deacons has been great, just creating opportunities. But the key is, will they be able to bury one? And the same is true for the Knights with Wilbur getting after it on their attacking side. It's certainly going to be an exciting finish here as we near the midway point of the second half. Booted up now by Mitchell. Kessler. Nice flick there from Varys. Able to get it to Wilbur. Wilbur attacking. Tries to beat Jaeger, and he will. And it is a goal for the Knights. What a move that was from Wilbur. Ross Wilbur able to dangle around a couple of Deacon defenders. Jaeger unable to get his hands on it. And disaster for the Deacons as they are down 1-0. They really are gonna have to fight here if they want to pick up their first win of the season.
Absolutely. Amazing push there by the Knights. It's going to be interesting to see what Shanley will do coming off of this goal. I mean, how do you react? That gives a lot of the team, the scoring team, a lot of energy, and they're going to have to just reciprocate that, and if not, give even more back and get a goal here and tie things up.
Number 10, Alex Winster, and number 17, Nick LaSalle.
And getting back underway now, the Deacons really trying to get back on the attacking foot here, trying to draw that one back. Now Odin controlling in the middle. Passes this one back to Lance. Going to have to see some more pressure here from the Deacons. They want to get back in this one. Had a couple of opportunities, as we said, throughout this game, but they're really going to have to quickly capitalize on one if they want to turn this around.
Coming at the 50th minute, unassisted by number 12, Ross Wilbur.
And now taking it up the middle is going to be Peterson. The Knights trying to add another quick one. And Carter, I'd say that the Deacons had been on the attacking foot most of this game so far, and I had commented that perhaps the Knights would try to use a counterattack at some point, and they did it perfectly there and able to go up in this game.
I mean, like, Shanley's been going at it this whole game trying to get goals. If that maybe played into the falling apart there, their defense a little bit, that allowed the Knights to, score a quick goal on them. Maybe possibility. So that's something you got to look at in the future. But, like I said earlier, Shanley's got to answer back here. They got to reciprocate some energy. They got to get their guys going, because if you keep letting the Knights have these opportunities to score, things are not going to go well for you at the end of the day.
And I missed this, Carter, but we are going to have a penalty kick here for Landon Odin of the Deacons. What a fantastic opportunity this is. And it was a handball in the box from the Knights, and quickly the Deacons have a chance to get on level terms. Ref blows his whistle. Odin steps up and buries it.
There you go.
What a calm finish
there
from Landon Odin, able to draw level for the Deacons. And Odin takes advantage of that Knight handball. Fields dived the right way, however, it was just placed perfectly by Odin. And just like that, Carter,
it's
just a minute or two
tied
after.
Up.
Exactly.
Look at that.
A minute or two after Central get on the scoreboard, Shanley get right back, and once again, we have an even game.
Even.
Going to be an exciting finish. And now Wilbur stands over it, getting ready to get the game back underway.
Definitely that's what Shanley needed here to give him a little energy, give him a little life. And, it's almost 0-0 at this point again, so we'll have to see how these teams react.
I feel like it's really ramping up now, too, as well, Carter.
Absolutely.
Both teams probably starting to feel a sense of urgency and a want to go ahead in this game, so we'll probably see more effort on the attacking side the rest of the way.
Just hitting that 20-minute mark, too. These you see these guys, like you said, definitely playing a lot harder, definitely wanting to get that win.
Absolutely. Both teams in the bottom half of the EDC, a win here would be a start to try to get back towards the upper half and prepare a push for state. And it needs to start somewhere, and it could start for both of these teams tonight. So we're going to have to see who wants it more and who can execute to take the lead here and eventually get a win.
And, that's got to be your mindset coming in at every game, too. It's one game at a time. You win that, it's just your building block for the next game. Use that to your advantage. You keep going up in the rankings. That just helps you overall at the end of the day, getting to state.
This one played in by Mitchell. Lance gets a head on it. Able to clear. And now That one will roll out of bounds for a Knight throw-in. Great chance there. Getting the ball in a decent position was Noreen. Unable to make solid contact, though. Going to roll out of bounds. And now this one will be played up by Jagger. And now cleared down towards the Shanley box. And now clearing this one up is going to be Gray getting on in the middle. And now we have a breakout for the Deacons. Playing this one up to Russell with some space. Russell moves along to Gray. Just loses possession there. And now the Knights will reset. And great camera angle there we just saw. And special thanks to everyone working behind the scenes tonight at Shanley TV, working to provide the best broadcast available and possible, and taking the time out of their day to try and present this game to you guys. We really appreciate it. And it takes a village, and we have a lot of great people here at Shanley TV who are willing to go on the air and help everyone out. So we certainly appreciate everyone's efforts. And now Gray lost it towards Fields, and he'll catch that one and get ready to boot it away. And Fields plays it towards the middle. Stitch. Toffelbaum now. And now it's going to be, what a great back heel that was there from Montgomery. Another sophomore in the squad, and we have Russell go down. No penalty given, though. Holding his head, referee tells him to get up. That one's going to bounce out up into the stands. And now Lance.
Number 11, King Jackson. And on for your Deacons, the score
Getting ready to throw this one in as we will have a couple substitutions. Odin coming on. Now Lance on the near sideline. Tosses it forward to Odin. What a great header that was from Odin, able to direct it over to Toffelbaum. Retreating now, moving it back to Lance. That'll roll out of bounds. And Lance, another sophomore on this Deacon team, and he certainly has lots of potential. Only started playing soccer not too long ago and already getting prolific playing time here for the Deacons, able to get on the varsity pitch even though he hasn't been playing the sport too long. So certainly very impressive, and we'll be looking for him to make a huge impact in his last couple years here for the Deacons.
And just like Russell, he's one of those track guys too, so be ready to see some speed coming out of him and involved in his play as well.
Yeah, and at fullback, that is a position where speed is very valuable and probably a part why Ryan Christensen has put him out there. Montgomery battling there against Knight defender. And now it'll roll past the end line. Fields now getting ready to kick off. LaVisca trying to play that one up. Intercepted, though, by the Knights. And now Noah heads it forward. Intercepted, though, by Jackson. Jackson gets there before it goes out.
Great touch there. Great touch.
Yeah, Jackson, another one of these Knights, and a few of these Knights just have exceptional speed, and we've seen it from several different guys throughout the night, and Jackson's one of them, but certainly an impressive roster, and they are 1-2 right now, but I have to say this is one of the better Central teams that I have seen in years, so we'll certainly be looking out for them to make some moves in the EDC. Booted forward by Mitchell. Montgomery battling as Jackson just going to flip that one towards Jagger. And as we near the 10-minute mark, still in a deadlock. This one will go out, and it will be a throw-in for Deacons.
Handball, I believe.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, exactly, Carter. It will be a handball against the Knights. Second one of the night for them. Free kick here from the Deacons, and saved from rolling it out is Tofabom. Cuts back towards the middle. Lost it. Fields able to get on the end of it. And Carter, after Central scored that goal, having that handball, that has to be a killer, and they're certainly regretting that right now. Of course, it can be accidental, but certainly they've got to be upset that they gave that one away, and hopefully, for their sake, it'll motivate them to go and grab their second.
Yeah, absolutely. It's those little things that can just turn around the momentum of the game, giving one team the little upper hand for a little while, which can lead to a goal, which leads to an energy shift, and there you got. So you just gotta play through it, and basically just give it your all at every play.
Yeah, and now Peterson moving up the middle. Great move there to get around LaVisca. Looked like it could have been a handball there, however, no call. LaVisca clips it with his back heel. Roll out of bounds, and we'll reset. Central throwing.
And back onto the pitch. Warrior Knights, number 9, Nick Berry.
Stitch controlling now. Tofabom just going to lay this up to Russell. Russell gets on the end of it. It's a miscue here. Russell lays it off for Tofabom. Swinging that one, and that will be just lofted over the end line. I believe Tofabom was just trying to cross that one into the middle, and it was a good effort and probably the right thing to do, but just didn't work out for him, and it'll be a goal kick now for Fields.
By the concession stand and not the north gate to which you came in.
Putting it away now. Down the near sideline. Lance over to Noah. Miscue there by the Deacons, and well done by Lance. Able to get that one and throw it forward to Kankelfritz. Looked like it could have been disaster, but great job there to rescue the situation.
Coming down to these final minutes, we're really going to see who wants it more, who wants this last goal to tie things up, or not, excuse me, to get the lead here to win the game.
Yeah, certainly, Carter. Going to be an exciting finish. If you've enjoyed watching our ShanleyTV.com broadcast, please consider making a donation to help us to continue to bring you quality programming. We rely on donations to bring you every broadcast, and we need your help to continue to improve the quality of our productions and to add new features for you, the viewer, to enjoy. If you are interested in donating, please contact Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Again, that's Joel Shuey at 701-893-3225. Thank you for watching, and thanks for your support of Shanley TV. This one's going to go off of the Deacons, and it's going to be a night throw-in. Odin now. That's Kankelfritz. Well done by McAllister. Gets it to Kankelfritz. Going to try to loft it up to Tofelbaum, and he's able to get on the end of it. Possessing on the near side of the box. Kankelfritz now. Into the middle. A nice flick there from London Gray. Just trying to redirect that one towards the net. Going to be a corner here for the Deacons, and this is a fantastic opportunity if they would like to pull ahead in this contest. Dangerous ball, lands in the middle. McAllister gets a touch, and what a save from Fields. Able to get a fingertip, but it's still alive for the Deacons. What a save that was from Fields, Carter.
Close call there. Great awareness by Fields.
And now Central trying to break out once again, but here you will see that replay. And McAllister's going to get the flick, and then Fields just couldn't even see it. You see him trying to look around defenders, able to get the quick reflexes and get fingertips of that one. And I'd say another one of these Central players that's played incredibly well has to be Owen Fields, the junior in net. He's been phenomenal. He's made a few great stops, and the only one that he did let in was a penalty, which is hard to stop in the first place.
Absolutely.
So he quite possibly could be the player of the game for the Knights.
And on to the pitch for your Deacons. Let's welcome number 18, Kyle Stitch.
Looks like Kyle Stitch will be entering the game for the Deacons here. Another one of those great senior impact players that has a big role on this Deacon team.
And now dropped in the middle of the box. It's going to be pushed towards the far sideline now. And it's going to go out for a night throw-in, I believe. And excuse me, it's going to be a free kick, actually. Field's going to take it now for Central. And booted up now towards McAllister. Stitch gets ahead to it. Throws it up to Salad. Now Odin's going to possess in the middle. That one will go out of bounds now. It's going to be a header for the, a throw-in now for the Deacons. That one is swung up to, I believe that's Kankelfritz. Getting very close to that 5-minute mark now, and it's going to be an exciting finish for sure. Can't wait to see the intensity ramp up, which I'm sure it will. Final minutes, both teams want to get the win rather than a tie. Swung across to Kankelfritz. What a great cross that was there. And now it's played back to McAllister. Gets his head on it. And a swing and a miss there for Central, and Shanley have another chance. This would be huge if Shanley could get one in the net here.
Absolutely.
Odin just clipping that one towards Fields, and yet another save for the junior.
You know, that was great offense by the Deacons, but just as great, if not even better, defense by the Knights. Both teams just going at it, really wanting this win.
Yeah, Carter, and I'd say we've had a treat tonight. It appears that these teams are about as evenly matched as it gets, and that reflects on the scoreboard as well. And I've enjoyed calling this one with you, and I hope that we can get an awesome finish here. As Kankelfritz shrugged off there by Salad. And now played back to Varus. And now in a race for that one, it's Lance and Varus. Lance playing it towards the corner flag. And smart decision there from Ethan Lance. Just getting rid of it, playing it up the field. And about the best that Lance could have done in that situation.
There you see it again, that vital speed by Lance, saving the Deacons from possibly a goal.
And now throwing it towards the middle is going to be Roll. Peterson working his way across the whole box. Trying to flip it into the middle. Stitch clears. Russell. Oh, he goes down, Dan Russell. Looked like he might have got poked in the eye possibly. But play will continue. Just under 3 minutes now to go. Oh, looked like it might have been a ball off the head there for McAllister. He just wears it. He's all right. And smart play there from Noah. Good opportunity from the Knights, getting pretty deep into the box, but just makes a smart decision and rather concede a corner than a goal. So we'll have to see what this brings now for the Knights.
Possibly one of the biggest opportunities of the game right here to potentially seal it in these final minutes.
Now cleared out. Knights now going to chip that one. Falls to Noreen. Noreen now moving it out to the far side. And this one will dribble out of bounds. Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.club.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you are not one already. It's easy to become a member and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. And we certainly have a lot to be grateful for towards the Shanley Athletic Club. They provide much of the equipment that we use here on Shanley TV, so a special thank you to them. And once again, please feel free to donate. It really helps us out in bringing quality production, so we really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Shanley, the Shanley Athletic Club plays one of the most vital roles in allowing Shanley and all the athletes to have the opportunities they have the jerseys, the facilities, the equipment we have for Shanley TV. Very grateful for all the things they've done for us.
We have entered under just 1 minute now, and that free kick skied high for the Knights. And now Jager's going to give it one last push here for the Deacons. You would imagine each side only has either one or two chances left, as Deacons got to start working up the field here if they want to get a winner late. Would be quite a fantastic goal and an exciting one as well if they can notch one, as now we're just under 30 seconds.
And this might just be that opportunity.
Toffelbaum keeps it in, and offsides is the call on Isaiah Toffelbaum, and I think that may just about do it here. It looks like the Deacons might have had a final chance, but the flag is up. Central's going to give it one last boot here as we cross the 10-second mark now. A couple players go to the ground.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 1-1 tie here from Grand Forks Central and the Shanley Deacons. Sometimes can be disappointing when you get a tie, but I think that would be very unfair in this situation. Both teams gave it a tremendous amount of effort, and it was exciting throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this game, like you said earlier, it was definitely a treat for us to watch and commentate here. Evenly matched between both teams. Great offensive and defensive plays on both sides. And overall, you know, what goes down as one of my favorites, to be honest.
Yeah, certainly a great game, and certainly some positives for both of these teams to look forward to. Trying to climb up the table, obviously. Both would have preferred a win tonight, but it was a hard-fought game, and I'm sure that both will be happy with the draw as well. So we'll certainly be looking to see how both of these teams progress in the EDC. And of course, here on Shanley TV, we will have more soccer broadcasts for you in the not-too-distant future. For Carter Kochman and our entire crew, I'm Emmett Kenny. The final score here from Fargo, the Shanley Deacons won and the Grand Forks Central Knights won. To watch the archive version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to shanleytv.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.